El, perro, perro. Something's not right there. Maybe I could get some help from a native speaker.
Having trouble with pronunciation, hard to say vowels or tough articulation. We'll make you into a loquacious talker. Get on the phone with the pronunciation doctor.
Hi, it's David, your pronunciation doctor, the cure for all your linguistic woes. How can I help you?
Hi, David. It's Alex. I am having trouble with my R's in Spanish, and I was wondering if we could practice them.
What is the issue with the R?
So my R's come out very American.
But I think they are very similar to the Spanish ones, and we are going to use this bridge actually to understand how these R's are pronounced in Spanish. How about using a sentence for that? I have a sentence in Spanish that I prepare with many R's. So I'd like you to say that sentence, which is, are you ready?
Yes.
So, el jardinero usaba una jarra, you can say
El
that,
jardinero usaba una jarra
de jardinería para regar el jardín.
de jardinería para regar el jardín.
Okay, so you try that, and actually it sounds very close to the Spanish R, but I see a problem. It's a little one. Yeah, you are not rolling any of the R's. If we pay attention to how we pronounce this sentence in Spanish, we are going to recognize 3 different sounds of this R. So let's break the sentence down and let's understand, let's see every single case one by one, okay? Okay, so we are going to start with the most common use, like the most common way to pronounce this R. This R sounds like a very, very soft D sound, the English D sound. So your tongue goes to the top of your mouth and you just slightly tap it, like that was what you mentioned before. And I know that rolling this R is, you know, like it's a challenge because we don't have it in English. So what you basically do is you put your tongue and you try to pronounce the many times as possible. Let's start with a word. Yeah. So I think it's easier to take the word el reloj, for example, el reloj. So we know that reloj means watch. Yeah. So can you say that for me? Reloj.
Reloj.
El reloj. You are rolling it. Yeah. So this is a way to roll the R. It's very kind of what you are doing. You are following these instructions. You are bringing your tongue to right, you know, to your gums, and you are just causing this vibration, which is very characteristic in the Spanish R. Depending on where the R appears in the sentence, well, we pronounce it slightly different. Yeah, that might sound a bit complicated, I guess. So the second way to pronounce this R is something that is not like the longer roll, like we saw it in reloj. When it appears at the end of a syllable or after a vowel, it's a little softer rolling. Like when we say, for example, pero. Yeah? So as you can see, as you can hear, we are not saying ro, because in that case we would be saying the word dog in Spanish, perro. Yeah? So there we recognize the difference between a longer roll, perro, and the very, very short rolling of the R, which is pero, pero. So this R is pronounced like this most of the cases when it's between 2 vowels. Yeah? So it is also spelled with a single R. The R between 2 vowels, the R sound will appear with a double R. But let's listen to some examples. We have words like not only pero, we have words like era.
Era.
So if we compare the sounds reloj with era, we notice a very, very noticeable, like a difference that is clear to us. And we can now, let's move on to the double R that we just mentioned before, because it's not that different from what we saw in the first part. So you have to roll it a little bit longer, like when we pronounce words like reloj or ratón, which means mouse, el ratón. So you put, again, your tongue behind your gums, like last time. And you blow your air so your tongue vibrates a little bit. So let's try this word, una gorra.
Una gorra.
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 Una gorra. And I have a more difficult word, which is ferrocarril. Ferrocarril.
Ferrocarril.
It doesn't sound like ferro, carril. It sounds like ferrocarril. Yeah?
Ferrocarril.
It sounds great to me. Yeah. Are you up for a challenge?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very well-known tongue twister that is also even used for parents to teach their children how to pronounce this R. So I hope you are ready, because it's a long one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you are gonna repeat after me. Yeah. R con R, cigarro.
R con R.
Cigarro.
Cigarro.
R con R.
R con R.
Barril.
Barril.
Rápido ruedan los carros.
Rápido ruedan los carros.
Cargados de azúcar.
Cargados de azúcar.
Del ferrocarril.
Del ferrocarril.
Perfect. Perfect.
When I do it, it sounds forced. When you do it, it sounds normal.
But believe me, now that it sounds even, it sounds perfect. It's forced. I know that. But it will come, more naturally in the future for you. It is just a matter of getting used to, to force your mouth to pronounce this sound.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. And I hope you can keep rolling that R you are doing right now, because it's perfect. Yeah. Well done, Alex.
Having trouble with pronunciation, hard to say vowels or tough articulation. We'll make you into a loquacious talker. Get on the phone with the pronunciation doctor.